Hello everybody, welcome back to Revive. Today we're going to be talking about the Fiora champion that came out last Tuesday. I don't have a lot of personal experience, but DY here has a little bit, so DY, why don't you take it away?
So Fiora is definitely is the 80 carry duelist of the world now. She's definitely the best duelist in the game, in my opinion, if she gets fed. But she really does need a team to support her. But her abilities are really cool, in my opinion. Like her passive. Her passive says every time I get to do a basic attack, I get health regen over 6 seconds, and it stacks if you're fighting an enemy champion. So it kind of rewards you for poking a little bit, being kind of passive aggressive in lane. And her lunge ability is really cool because that's what you really do to get the poke off. Is you lunge to them, you get a basic attack in to proc the passive, and this kind of leads on to another combo you can do while you're sitting there with lunges or repos. Is repos says the next basic attack from a neutral monster, a big creep, or a champion is reflected back as spell damage, and it's kind of like while you're doing this little combo, you can activate that, and they try to harass you back while you're still standing there. It stops that damage, which I think was really cool. And she also has a steroid that you can activate if you want to get in a fight, because it gives you at tier 1 it gives you 60% increased AS and a little bit of movement speed there. So you don't really ever have to buy any AS items on her with it. And you can use it to either stay and fight, or if the jungler's trying to gank you, pop it to get away. But the coolest thing about her though is her ultimate. It is pretty much Alpha Strike, but it only targets champions, and it does a lot of damage. But it does only 25% damage to the same target. So I see they're trying to support it to don't really do it in a one-on-one fight unless you need to, but do it in a team fight where you can hit all 5 of the enemy targets for a bunch of damage, which I thought was really cool. And it really kind of fits how she can help out the whole team while still being the AD carry and focusing one person and killing them.
Yeah, she really is a fantastic duelist. Her entire skill set is I'm going to duel somebody. Lunge, we definitely saw a lot of poking with this.
Yeah.
It's a lot of lunge in, do damage, repost as DY said, and you can lunge right back out.
But you remember, it always has to target a minion. So you gotta be smart, or it has to target an enemy, should I say. So you gotta be really smart with your poke, which I thought was really nice. So if you lunge in at them, and then lunge into a melee minion of theirs, because, they might be backing off, waiting to go in for that last hit, so you get them when they're at about where the caster minions are, and you lunge back out, they won't be able to get that basic attack on you, which I think is really cool. So it'll be harder for them to poke back.
Yeah, I mean, also with Duelist, you're going to be regenerating a lot of health. So this really does help melee champions, as a melee champ that gets a range champ means the range gets free hits on you, and you really can't do anything about it.
Yeah, it's hard to farm with it. It's hard to stay, even with all the health regen in the world and sustain, it
Yeah.
makes it difficult. What I can see with this, with a Vamp Scepter or a Regrowth Pendant, will make this a lot better when fighting a ranged champion top.
Definitely. Burst of speed, completely cool. I mean, AS steroids is awesome. Kind of like Trist's, but a lot better. Because remember, killing a champion actually refreshes the cooldown on burst of speed. So it's kill, burst of speed,
Keep
kill,
going,
burst of
keep
speed.
going.
You can just, it's amazing in a team fight. It really
Yeah,
is.
it's one of her best abilities in the kit, in my opinion. And what I've been trying to do with her, I've been trying to top solo her. I don't really like her in the jungle so much because she does a lot of burst, but you need a lot of CC. You need a little bit of CC in your lanes to really secure the kill. It's not an Udyr or Skarner where they run in and they're I'm gonna perma slow you or I'm gonna stun you because I have the stun and damage. But I feel her top solo is really powerful because you have a lot of poke, you have a lot of sustain, and you can stop. You can stop harassment from someone, let's say Riven, where she comes into Broken Wings and then tries to basic attack you. You repose, lunge, and then you pop your steroids and make her pay for that, and you get health back for in that engagement. So you should usually win.
It's really cool. I mean, she does combo together really, really well. Blade Waltz also. The thing I really do like about this is that the last hit will always be on the person you targeted
Oh
first.
yeah, I've had times where in a game a friend of mine was playing her. We were playing Fiora, and we were facing Morgana, so we blades waltz on her to dodge her snare, and she flashes over the wall, and he ends up right next to her because blade walls and she's on top of her.
It's one of those shut down the OP flash. I mean, this ultimate is pretty much you cannot flash while I'm blade waltzing you because I will come back.
Yep.
I will come back, and as DY said, it does an amazing amount of damage in the middle of a team fight. She's really cool. Her skill set's just, it's really, really strong. Like, it feels like she's a stronger Master Yi, if I dare go as far to say that. She feels like a lot stronger of a Master Yi. Really the melee carry they were hoping for.
I definitely like, as weird as this sounds, I kind of feel like Blade Waltz is kind of like the bastard child of Alpha Strike and Endless Rage. Because it lasts a long time if you really look at it. It lasts like 3 or 4 seconds. And you're unkillable for that amount of time. I mean, you can't get away, but you're still, I'm untargetable for 4 seconds, beating the crap out of your team.
Yeah, a lot of her abilities are double-edged swords, too.
Yeah,
Especially Blade Waltz. If someone notices you're Blade Waltzing them, they just walk back into the tower.
and you, yeah.
Blade Waltz, and you get hit.
But speaking of that, so Blade Waltzing is, this is just tell you a little bit about a combo I like to try to do while I'm top soloing her, is I try to like poke and try to get them to about half health if I can. And when I hit 6, I just go in for the kill. I do as much damage as I can. I put my Ignite on them before I do any abilities. I then lunge, repose, lunge, pop my steroids, and while they go under the turret, that's when I pop Blade Waltz. Is while they're under the turret, so the turret can't kill you, and they'll die under it, and then I flash out, so I take as minimal damage from the turret as I possibly can.
That's a really strong combo. She's definitely meant to be built as an AD carry. You should definitely build her as one. Go ahead, get all the AD items. You don't need too much AS. So yeah, you maybe one Phantom Dancer
Yeah,
if that,
maybe.
because she has the AS steroids.
Yeah, you might just need even Berserker Greaves on her. I mean, you might get the Phantom with the crit chance, though.
Right. Really, really strong champion. There's been a lot of complaining on the games about her because she's just really strong. People have had a lot of issues dealing with her. So yeah. I believe that's all we have to say
Yeah,
about her right
she's a
now.
good champ. I really think if you liked to play Jax, like me, like I was a big Jax fan, if you love dueling, pick this champ up. You'll love her. You'll have a lot of fun with her. Pick her up. I think I recommend this champ to everybody. Pick her up.
Yeah, she's really cool.
All right, that's all
All
I
right.
gotta say.
See you all in a couple of weeks.
Have a good one.